Hello everybody, Itty back again in another video. We had 128 players in the Wimbledon draw when Wimbledon started 2 weeks ago. And we have only one left man standing. And who is that one left man standing, my tennis friends all around the world? It is, of course, Novak Djokovic. It is Novak Djokovic, who was the player who defeated and who won 7 matches at Wimbledon. It is Novak Djokovic who is the last man standing at Wimbledon 2022. Novak Djokovic was not won a Grand Slam title in 1 year time. We all know when Novak won his last Grand Slam title, and it was exactly 12 months ago at this event, Wimbledon 2021. But Novak Djokovic is back on track in winning Grand Slam titles again, because he just won his 21st Grand Slam title. He just won his 7th Wimbledon title. He just won his 88th tour title in his career. Are we surprised? Of course not, my tennis friends all around the world. I have called Novak Djokovic in many years the most complete tennis player of all time that I personally have seen. I have called Novak Djokovic the most all-court player that I have ever seen. He has won everything. He has won on clay, he has won on grass, he has won indoors, he has won outdoors, he has won, you name it, my tennis friends all around the world. He has won all the Masters twice. He has achieved so many things in his career that the list is extremely long, and I don't have time to mention all of the things that Novak Djokovic has achieved, but you who follow tennis know exactly everything that Novak Djokovic has achieved. And now, do you know what he achieved now? He just surpassed Roger Federer. I have said it in many years, and last time I really said it in a specific video. You have seen that video, if you remember it. I said that after Novak Djokovic won the 2020 Australian Open title when he defeated Dominic Thiem in that 5-set epic battle, I said that Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal, both of these two will surpass Roger Federer's 20 Grand Slam titles. And they have done it now. Nadal did it earlier this year at Australian Open. Novak Djokovic did that at Wimbledon just a couple of minutes ago. Man, Novak Djokovic, what can we say about this consistency machine, about this consistency beast, about this consistency predator, about this returning alien? What a return match he did. More about that a little later. What can we say about this predator, about this terminator, about this clutch monster? Novak Djokovic, he lost the first set against Nick Kyrgios. I don't know if I've ever seen Nick Kyrgios do a better match. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know if I've ever seen, especially against this kind of a difficult opponent like Djokovic obviously is. Nick Kyrgios was firing in that first set. That was a beast mode level Nick Kyrgios we saw in that first set, my tennis friends all around the world. 14 winners, only 4 unforced errors in that first set from Nick Kyrgios' racket. He did 10 more winners and unforced errors in that first set from Nick Kyrgios. Nick Kyrgios did 10 more winners and unforced errors in that first set. He landed 77% first serves in that first set. Won 80% behind his first serves of the points in that first set. Won 83% of the second points behind his second serve in that first set. That was vintage Nick Kyrgios. I will admit here, guys, in front of all of you around the world who are watching this video, I have never seen Nick Kyrgios do a better set than he did in that first set against Novak Djokovic. I was shocked with the level that he produced in that first set. It was not like Novak was weak. Novak was not weak. He did one bad game in that first set when Nick broke his serve. One bad game, my tennis fans all around the world. That was it. But it was not like Novak was a Santa Claus. He did 8 winners, 5 unforced errors in that first set. But Nick Kyrgios took it to him. He was swinging freely. He was hitting the ball big. And he was serving like a monster, like an alien in that first set. Djokovic couldn't read Nick Kyrgios' serve in that first set whatsoever. Nada! He didn't stand a chance in Nick Kyrgios' serve in that first set. And Nick Kyrgios won that first set very, very deservedly, 6-4. After breathtaking tennis, that is the best set I've ever seen Nick Kyrgios play. And I was saying to myself, man, I will get this. Maybe I will get this prediction wrong because I said it before the final that Novak will win in 4 sets. I thought to myself, if Nick doesn't go down in his level, Novak cannot match this. This is too good to be true. I was shocked with Nick Kyrgios' level in the first set. I will be honest with you guys. But I was thinking deep side in my head. I was saying to myself, it is impossible for Nick to maintain this level. This is a out of this world mode level from Nick Kyrgios. It was an out of this world mode level Nick Kyrgios we saw in the first set, and I was telling to myself that he must go down. He cannot sustain this level. This is too high of a level that I've ever seen from Nick Kyrgios. This is too high of a level, and very right so. He went down in the second set a little. It was impossible to maintain that level. It was just literally speaking impossible. And he went down. He started to do little more errors. He still was playing good tennis. Don't misunderstand me whatsoever. He was still playing good tennis. Was doing a lot of winners, not so many unforced errors. Was landing a lot of first serves in. Nick Kyrgios actually landed the entire match. All of the 4 sets that Nick Kyrgios played, he landed over 70% first serves in. All the 4 sets. I will tell you later how many first serves he landed the entire match. But all the 4 sets, if you look at them in separate 4 sets, he landed over 70% in all the 4 sets. Anyway, Nick Kyrgios started to do little more errors in the second set. His first serves in went down. He was not landing 77% first serves in the entire match, beside the first set. And Novak started to take his teeth into his service games and was starting to make more returns and was starting to see more second serves from Nick Kyrgios. And Novak broke Nick Kyrgios' serve in the beginning of the second set. And that was all Novak needed in the second set. And then he won that second set 6-3. Even though he had he really did a Houdini escape in that last game of the second set, Novak Djokovic, where he was serving for the second set in that 9th game of the second set. He was down, love 40 down, and he almost got broken there. He got tight, he got nervous. I could feel it with Novak. He was doing some unforced errors and things like that. And Nick almost broke him there. Nick had actually 4 breakpoint opportunities in that 9th game of the second set. And the game, like I said, was love 40 to Nick's advantage. Novak saved all of those with big clutch serving and, of course, with some unforced errors from Nick's racket. And Novak, in the end, served out that second set 6-3. And then it was 1 set all. And then in the third, they went toe-to-toe with each other. They were holding serve until in that 9th game of the third set, in that 4-all game, where Nick was 40-love up and he completely collapsed. Nick Kyrgios, with that out-of-this-world serve that he has, he should never have collapsed in that way that he did. When you are Nick Kyrgios, if you are named Nick Kyrgios and you have that huge monster serve and you are 40-love up, you should not get broken. But it was exactly what he did. He lost 5 straight points in that 9th game of the third set, in that 4-all game, and Novak broke Nick Kyrgios' serve to 5-4 and then served out the third set to 6-4. And then in the third, they went toe-to-toe against each other. Neither of the players saw any breakpoint opportunities in each other's serve. They were clutch serving from both of the players until the tie break. The only time that Novak was really a little in trouble was the last game of the 4th set, in that 12th game of the 4th set, where it was 30-all, and Nick Kyrgios actually was 2 points away of winning that fourth set 7-5. But Novak held it together and took the fourth set to tiebreak. And in that tiebreak, Novak Djokovic was clutch monster, clutch beast. He didn't give Nick Kyrgios any kind of gifts whatsoever, besides one unforced error in that tiebreak, in that where he had the easy put away with his forehand and he hit the net. In that 2-1, when Novak was 2-0 up and had the chance to go up 3-love, but he did an easy forehand error into the net. And that was the only error Djokovic did in that tiebreak. Besides that, Djokovic was a clutch beast. He didn't give Nick Kyrgios whatsoever any kind of free points. Nick, on the other hand, he was doing a lot of unforced errors in the tiebreak, and Djokovic, in the end, he went up 6-1 in the tiebreak. Nick then did some huge serves to make it to 6-3, and then Novak won the last point of the match 7-3 and won that tiebreak 7-3. So Novak Djokovic wins his 21st Grand Slam title, loses the first set 6-4, wins the second set 6-3, wins the third 6-4, and then wins the fourth set in a tiebreak 7-3. If you look at the stats, Novak Djokovic actually lands 63% first serve in. He wins 83% behind his first serve. And that is a huge number, my tennis fans all around the world. Novak Djokovic won 83% behind his first serve. Won 61% behind his second serve. 61%, that is huge as well. Winning 61% of your second serves. Did 46 winners, my tennis fans all around the world. Did only 17 unforced errors, my tennis fans all around the world. He did 29 more winners than unforced errors, Novak Djokovic. So Novak Djokovic, according to me, it was by far his best performance at this year's Wimbledon 2022 edition that I have seen. All the other 6 matches, he has not done this many winners and this little unforced errors like he did in this final. He saved the best for the last, and he produced that against Nick Kyrgios. Nick Kyrgios did also a really great match, according to me. He landed 73% first serves in the entire match, won 70% behind his first serves, 70%, which is a great number, especially against the greatest returner of all time, Novak Djokovic. Won 53% of the second serve points, Nick Kyrgios. Also not bad. Every time you win over 50% behind your second serve, it is a great number, according to me. Did 62 winners, Nick Kyrgios, and 33 unforced errors. So Nick also does 29 more winners than unforced errors. Exactly like Djokovic, who also did with 46 winners and only 17 unforced errors, 29 more winners than unforced errors. Nick actually matched that one with also doing 29 more winners than unforced errors. The difference is here that Djokovic, he took his chances. He had 4 breakpoint opportunities. He converted in 2 of them. Djokovic is a clutch monster, clutch beast. He converts his breakpoint opportunities maybe more than anyone in the world. Him and Nadal are the best players in the world in converting breakpoints more than anyone in the world. Djokovic did that. He had 4 breakpoint opportunities and he converted in 2 of them. Nick had 6 breakpoint opportunities and he converted in only 1 of them. But I should mention that 4 of those breakpoint opportunities was in 1 single game, and that was in the second set when Novak was trying to serve out the second set in that 5-3 game. All in all, Djokovic wins 132 points, Nick Kyrgios wins 112 points. So Djokovic actually wins 20 more points than Nick Kyrgios. So Djokovic is clearly better than Nick Kyrgios, but not much better like he was, say for example, against Berrettini last year's Wimbledon final 2021. Because according to me, in last year's Wimbledon final 2021, Berrettini was much far away in taking Djokovic to a 5th set than what Kyrgios was. Because Kyrgios actually, like I said, was only 2 points away in taking Djokovic to a 5th set in that 4th set, in that 12th game of the 4th set when Djokovic was serving to take the 4th set to tiebreak. So Kyrgios pushes Djokovic much more than what Berrettini did. Berrettini, for God's sakes, last year he did 57 winners and 47 unforced errors. So Berrettini does only 10 more winners than unforced errors. Only 10. Djokovic did 31 winners and 21 unforced errors against Berrettini last year. Djokovic also does 10 more winners than unforced errors in last year's Wimbledon final 2021. And Berrettini did 16 aces in last year's Wimbledon final 2021 against Novak Djokovic. Nick Kyrgios, 30 aces, my tennis friends. 30 freaking aces did he. He was out-acing Novak Djokovic. Djokovic did also a lot of aces. Not as many, of course, but Djokovic did 15 aces. So Kyrgios does 30 aces, Djokovic does 15 aces. And they both did 7 double fault each. So, according to me, Nick Kyrgios really pushed Novak Djokovic much more than Berrettini did in last year's Wimbledon final 2021. Why did he do that? Because Nick Kyrgios, if he is dedicated to the sport, if he isn't lazy, he's a better baseline game. He has a better baseline game than Berrettini, has a better serve than Berrettini, he has a better backhand than Berrettini, he has better returns than Berrettini. The only thing Nick Kyrgios doesn't have better than Berrettini, according to me, is the forehand. The forehand of Berrettini is much better than Nick Kyrgios' forehand. But all the other things, Nick Kyrgios can stay toe-to-toe with Djokovic from the baseline. He can. He doesn't have a horrible backhand like Berrettini has, to mention one thing. So, Nick Kyrgios, who did it was a great mode level performance from Nick Kyrgios, according to me. Besides in those crucial games where he took that Santa Claus hat and gave those games away for free to Djokovic. Like he did, especially that game in the third set where he was 40 love up. That was a really Santa Claus game from Nick Kyrgios. And Nick Kyrgios was protecting. Djokovic has broken all the other 6 opponents that he has defeated in this year's Wimbledon 2022 more than 2 times. All of the other 6 opponents, he has broken them more than 2 times, all 6 of them. Kyrgios, he only broke him 2 times. Why? Because Kyrgios has an unbelievable out-of-this-world serve. That was the serve who was keeping Kyrgios alive. Because when Djokovic started to take his teeth into Nick Kyrgios' service games, which he did from the second set until the last point, then from the baseline it was always advantage Novak Djokovic, because Djokovic, of course, is more solid, more consistent from the baseline than Nick Kyrgios. Man, I must mention Novak Djokovic's returns. My God, from second set to the end of the match, those returns were landing on Nick Kyrgios' feet. They were landing on the baseline. He even commented it himself. After 2 hours and 20 minutes, he said it to his box, Nick Kyrgios, because Nick Kyrgios, he likes to talk a lot. We all know that. He said that when Djokovic missed a second serve return from Nick Kyrgios, when Nick was serving a second serve, and Djokovic hit a second serve return long, and he commented and said, the guy is unbelievable. After 2 hours and 20 minutes, he does his first second serve return long. Nick Kyrgios was shocked and he was impressed with Novak Djokovic's returns. And I don't blame him, because I was that too. Even though that I have always knew that Djokovic's returns are the greatest returns of all time. Man, his returns, they were outrageous. He was having a racket on those balls, because Nick Kyrgios has a great first serve. We all know that. But he has a great second serve as well. Nick Kyrgios, he sometimes, maybe more yes than not, has 2 first serves. Djokovic was returning those huge bombs that Nick Kyrgios was giving to Novak Djokovic. He was returning them. Besides in the first set. In the first set, Nick Kyrgios was untouchable on serve. But from the second set to the last point of the match, Djokovic was doing out of this world returns. That was it. And then Djokovic's drop shots. Have you ever seen Djokovic do better drop shots? I haven't. Because we all know Djokovic loves hitting a lot of drop shots. He doesn't succeed all the time. My dear God, in this match, I don't know if he failed in any of his drop shots. He did a lot of drop shots. I don't know how many, I have not looked. But for sure, more than 15 drop shots he did in the match. For sure. And he must have won 90% of those drop shots. 90%. He was winning almost every single drop shot. I've never seen Novak Djokovic do so good and being so successful in drop shots like he was in this match. It was a beast mode level Novak Djokovic. Congratulations to Novak Djokovic for saving the beast mode performance to the last match. When I saw Djokovic, it was like seeing Johnny from the old days. I remember Djokovic defeated Roger Federer in that 2015 Wimbledon final. He did 46 winners in that Wimbledon final 2015 and only 16 unforced errors. He did in that 2015 Wimbledon final against Roger Federer 30 more winners and unforced errors. He did almost the same kind of numbers in this final. 46 winners and 17 unforced errors. That is 29 more winners than unforced errors. It was like Djokovic turned the clock back and showed to everybody, you know what? I still can hit balls with depth. I still can do a lot of winners. I still can do a little unforced errors. I still can return like a beast. He showed the entire arsenal in this match against Nick Kyrgios. It was not like Nick Kyrgios did play bad. He didn't play bad. Nick Kyrgios would have defeated all the players in the world with this kind of a great mode level performance. He would have defeated all the players in the world. He would have defeated Nadal also in the semifinal if Nick Kyrgios would have shown this kind of a great mode level performance. Because Nick Kyrgios was the beast mode level performance in the first set. It was beast mode level Nick Kyrgios in the first set. In the second, third and fourth, it was not a beast mode level performance from Nick Kyrgios, but for sure a good level performance, even a great mode level performance we saw in Nick Kyrgios in the second, third and fourth. But Djokovic, he matched that level. Djokovic, he showed to Nick Kyrgios why he is the most all-round player of all time. He showed to Nick Kyrgios why he is the all-court tennis player who has won tennis tournaments in all kind of surfaces, grass, hard court, indoors, you name it, clay, you name it. So I'm huge impressed with Novak Djokovic's performance. Am I surprised that he showed this kind of a performance? Maybe a little. I expected Novak to win. I said 4 sets and it became exactly like I said. But I didn't believe Djokovic would do this many winners and this little unforced errors. He did 46 winners and only 17 unforced errors. My dear God! That is unbelievable numbers! That is outrageous! That is out of this world! Like I said, Nick Kyrgios would have defeated everybody in the world because Nick Kyrgios himself did 62 winners and 33 unforced errors. 29 more winners and unforced errors. But against Djokovic came with those unbelievable returns who were landing on the baseline. Djokovic came with those clutch serves. Djokovic came with those unbelievable drop shots. Djokovic showed the entire arsenal to Nick Kyrgios, and Nick Kyrgios didn't have the answers. The only answers Nick Kyrgios had was in the first set. After the first set, Nick Kyrgios didn't have any answers. And even though Nick Kyrgios never really faded away, I thought that when Novak won the third set, maybe Nick, because we all know Nick he can be mentally weak sometimes, because we all know that he's super talented, we all know that, but he's not dedicated crazy much, we all know that. So I thought to myself that maybe he will fade away in the fourth set. He didn't. He stayed with Novak Djokovic toe-to-toe. He didn't got his serve broken in the first set. He was holding his serve pretty comfortably. Djokovic didn't see any break point opportunities in the fourth set, and he took Djokovic to the tiebreak in the fourth set. And in the tiebreak, then Nick Kyrgios kind of faded away with a lot of unforced errors, and Djokovic really didn't give him anything. Like I said, Djokovic in that fourth set tiebreak did only 1 unforced error. So I don't know. Nick Kyrgios should be proud with his performance, but if it had been somebody else and Nick would have shown this kind of a beast mode, great mode level performance, he would have defeated everybody in the world, but not Djokovic. Djokovic was just too hungry, too consistent, too solid, too sharp, too clutch for Nick Kyrgios to handle. Big congratulations to Novak Djokovic for his 21st Grand Slam title. Look guys, all the other players are coming closer and closer. Djokovic has lost 6 sets in this Wimbledon 2022 edition. 6 sets. Compare that with last year in 2021 Wimbledon edition, where he lost only 2 sets, if I'm not mistaken. The first match against Jack Draper and the final against Berrettini. Those was the only 2 sets Djokovic lost in the last year's Wimbledon run when he had. Now he lost 6 sets, so the players are coming closer and closer. Of course, they are not getting younger, Djokovic and Nadal. They are only getting older, but they are still winning. What did I say before the event started? I will not do any push-ups. You were challenging me. You said that neither Nadal will not win Wimbledon, and if they don't do that, you will do push-ups. I was ready for those push-ups, guys. But to be quite honest, I was a little worried when Nick Kyrgios showed that beast mode level performance in the first set. I said that I need to do some push-ups maybe in front of the camera, in front of the world. But Djokovic, he just pushed that beast mode button from the second set to the last point of the match, and he just won those 3 last sets. And I didn't need to do push-ups. Djokovic won, like I predicted. Am I surprised? No. Big congratulations to Novak Djokovic for winning his 21th Grand Slam title, for winning his 7th Wimbledon title, for winning his 88th Tour title. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace!